Good evening. Today is July 11th, and 7 days away from my birthday, so I wanted to make this video. Being that July 18th, there's a special Beatles box set coming out, which I never thought I would ever get in my wildest dreams. Now, time, put my cap on, and talk about a little bit about me first. My name is Michael, and you may already know me from the famous earwax removal documentary that came out in, I think it was 1987. It lasted about 3 minutes, and it was quite intense. They were able to remove 50% of my earwax in the process, as well as my hearing. But anyway, enough of me. Let's talk about what came out today as a special appetizer for the mono box set that's coming out on the 18th. And what I'm referring to is Let It Roll on vinyl. Now, a lot of people might not be excited about this because it was digitally sourced. But I'm no audio kind of guy, audiophile or audiophile or whatever they call them, because just look at my turntable. I have a project right there hooked up to a cheap $20 preamp, hooked up to my Roku system, and that's my stereo setup where in a room where I read, write, and study, among other things. Anyway, I'm very excited about this record, and I'll be playing it this whole entire weekend. This will be my party record here in this room, in this study. This is where I party down, all right? Okay, when I was 13 years old, my uncle gifted me with the best of George Harrison, and I was so excited that I was going to get a single record where all George Harrison's best work would be included. I was a little bit disappointed in that side one of this record, Best of George Harrison. This is my copy. Side one consisted of Beatle tracks, which I already had on the Beatles albums. So I wasn't so much interested in that as I was interested in listening to tracks from Living in the Material World, an album which I did not have at the time. Extra Texture, another album I didn't have. Dark Horse, which intrigued me because I had already some George Harrison albums on the Dark Horse Records label, so I thought that Dark Horse must be some magnum opus. Back then I was young, so I didn't know. Anyway, I did listen to it a lot, especially side two for the tracks of Bangladesh, Dark Horse, and Give Me Love. Later on, when I joined the Air Force, I picked up my first CD. This was my first CD ever. I still have it. And it's the Best of Dark Horse. And this was much more satisfying with that punch. Poor Little Girl that almost sounds like a cross between Savoy Truffle and Think for Yourself. I loved it. I love this album. Not only do I love it as a best of collection, but I love it as an album. It does sound like an album. I mean, it kicks off with Poor Little Girl, then goes into Blow Away. It even kind of combines the like Cloud Nine, and then right after Cloud Nine you have Here Comes the Moon. So something about, the sky and George Harrison. And I really just love this, and I played it to death, and it's been with me everywhere. Later on, I was able to pick up a sealed vinyl copy from BMG Music. They were getting rid of them. Vinyl was out, CD was in, and I thought nothing will ever replace CD. Nothing. Yeah, I love this. I love this LP as well. It's a different experience in that the artwork is bigger and the inner sleeve is just beautiful. Look at that Dark Horse right there. It's just beautiful. Anyway, moving along. later on, I did pick up the CD version of Let It Roll, which leads me full circle back to Let It Roll itself. Okay, for those of you that know me, you'll also know that I am Puerto Rican and sí hablo español. Y me gustaría hacer algunos videos en español en el futuro. Okay? Eso es todo por ahora. That's it for now. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And for those of you that are listening to Let It Roll, I'll be there right there with you every step of the way. Thank you.